Hey guys, welcome back. It's Carly and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be focusing on a haul that I recently just got from Colourpop, and we're going to do an eye look with one of the palettes. So to start off this haul, the whole reason for the haul was a collection that was released September 30th, or supposed to have been released September 30th. And when they released it, the whole entire site got bogged down and they had to re-release it October 1st. And the collection that I'm talking about is the Colourpop Hocus Pocus collection. Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite Halloween movies. I watch it yearly. I'm ashamed to say how many times I've already watched it on Disney Plus, i.e. the shirt for the occasion. I have quite a few of them. It's embarrassing, honestly, but I love it. It is what it is. The only thing that I wanted from this collection, honestly, was the palette. I'm not very big on lipsticks. Like, I have liquid lipsticks and whatnot, but I don't wear a whole lot of lipstick. I really don't. It's just, you know, it's not my thing. And I don't need a whole lot of eyeliner and all that stuff. I just really wanted the palette. You know I collect eyeshadows. This is what I do. This is what I love. So I decided, since I don't have a whole lot of things from Colourpop, that I would also incorporate a couple of things from their line. I do have one thing from Colourpop, and I'm going to show you that right now, that I got before the haul, that I've had for some time. So I've already informed opinion on that one. But the other ones that I've already gotten, I really haven't used or played with too much or at all. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be inserting some swatches and all that good stuff. So the palette that I already have is called the So Jaded palette. Now, the So Jaded palette is a 30-pan palette, and it is in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. Kathleen Lights is an influencer here on YouTube. I know she has her own line of nail polishes. I know she's collaborated with them more than once. Go check her out on her channel. She's really, really fabulous. I know she does a lot of reviews and all that good stuff. But yeah, this retails for $39. Again, like I said, it's 30 shades. I'm going to insert a couple of swatches. I'm not going to do like swatch the whole entire thing. But it's got a bunch of matte metallics. It's got Super Shock Shadow, which Colourpop's known for. Pressed glitters, all that good stuff. It's a really, really pretty palette. I'm really glad I purchased it. I have used it time and time again. It's not something that I would just equate for just fall or just spring or whatever. It's very, very versatile, and it's something that you could get a lot of use out of. And it's not too big. And it's, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, it's crazy. But the shades are mentioned on the inside. They're also on the back. So, I mean, it's really worth it. I think this is a really, really, really fun palette to have. And especially if you like Kathleen, I mean. So this is the part of the haul that I got. So I kept hearing people say, oh, there's no oranges in the palette. I don't understand. You know, it's a Halloween palette. Why are there no oranges? And so I decided, well, you know, I might have to buy something to go with this palette in conjunction. So I decided to get two of their 9-pan palettes, and they're monochromatic palettes. It's the Baby Got Peach and Orange You Glad palettes. First one we're going to talk about is the Orange You Glad palette. It looks like this. It's a 9-pan palette. I'm going to insert some swatches, show you what it looks like. It is really, 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 really pretty. This is a palette that I can definitely see myself using time and again. I mean, I really think this is not something that I would use solely in fall. To me, it's more of a spring palette. But I like that I can bring some orange shades in with this Hocus Pocus palette, because there are not that many orange shades in there. And I also went ahead and got the Baby Got Peach palette as well. Now, the Baby Got Peach palette, I noticed when I was doing some swatches that the Hungry Ghost shade was kind of moving around in the pan. So, I mean, it's really, really glittery. It's really, really pretty. Again, this is a palette that, you know, you can honestly incorporate a lot of some really, really good looks. This one especially, I think, even more so than the orange one, you can definitely make a look or two with this alone and not have to pull another palette. But again, this is a more neutral palette. This is a more, you know, stay inside your comfort zone with a pop of glitter. So, I mean, I think they're both worth it. They both retail for $12. Again, it's a higher end, but at the same time, they're at the drugstore price point. So to me, it's worth it. I mean, I love them. I have not used them yet. Let me be clear with that. So the palette that we all came here to see, let's be honest, is the Gather Round Sisters Hocus Pocus Palette. The outer carton is really, 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 really cute. It's got embossing, has that little like slick feel, you know, that little like... I've kept it inside the actual container, like just so you can just see what it looks like. But I don't know if I'm going to keep it on there or not, because 9 times out of 10 when I buy a palette, these things go in the garbage, so we'll see. But yeah, like you see even better, like it's all through the inside, which is really, really cute. So this is what the palette looks like. It's really, really small. It looks like a book. It has all the edges of a book. Little cauldron on the front. It has cauldron on the back so you can see all the shade names. Really, really pretty. And again, it has that slickness to it all over it. Really pretty. And you open it up. Move the shade. I think I'm going to do some swatches of this as well, but this is what it looks like. And for a 15-pan palette, it's $22. I've already used it once or twice, and I do really like it. I need to use it a little bit more to form a complete opinion. But regardless, this is probably one of my favorite things that I have added to my collection as far as palettes go. I am thinking that here, probably in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a palette collection video, kind of show you the big ones, the small ones, what I think, if you need it, all that good stuff. So stay around for that. But yeah, so I want to kind of get into this, kind of talk about it. We're going to do a look with this palette. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, so we're just going to kind of fly by the seat of our pants. There's a couple of shades that I know I haven't really touched into. A lot of these shades, again, there's a lot of mattes. This is a pressed pigment palette. And I say that because, or it says pressed powder palette. But 3 of the shades are not to be used on the eyes is what it said. So this shade right here, and then these 2 shades on the bottom right here. And they say that because they're pigments, they're not eyeshadows. So you'll see in the translation of the swatches, the way they swatch, at least the 2 purpley ones, they can stain your eyes, etc. Now Brew Potion, I don't know much about that, but it is gorgeous. I love it. A lot of these mattes have sparkles in them, which kind of remind me in a way of the Tati palette. Tati has one of her rows in her palette has all the different colors, and they're matte, but there's got like sparkles in it, kind of similar to that, which I thought was really neat, but they're still different. But yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Milani eyeshadow primer on my lids because that's the wave. Alright, so we're gonna pop into Hello Salem, which is kind of like that purpley nude. I'm going to start at the crease. This is our transition shade. What do we think? Like, it's a pretty color. Kind of mauvey pink. Alright, so next I'm going to touch into Little Children. And I'm going to put this in the crease. This color has got some glitter in it. Like, it's fine. Like, fine glitter. But I'm going to tap that into the crease and see what this is about. See what kind of... There's a little bit of fallout in the pan, which, you know, I'm not going to gripe about because I don't know, this brush tends to rough up. So I'm going to come back in with that color that we used for the transition and just lightly go over those edges to kind of blend those together. I don't know, because some people like it when their transition shade kind of disappears and melds in with everything else. I kind of like to see it because I usually use so many colors on my eye look. I kind of want it there. And I'm not like, you know, craziness, but I want that brown to fade out into that pink. Hopefully you can kind of see. Alright, so I'm going to go into Goodbye Cruel World. And this shade is a very... I know you'll see it in the swatches, but like, hopefully the light kind of shows you. I mean, the shade is very like taupe meets brown meets silver meets bronze. It's just a very, very pretty color, and I really want to put it on the lid. It almost just translates to like purple or like brown, but and I like using colors that are a little bit softer like this. I like using my finger because, I don't know, you just really get that payoff. Sometimes it doesn't do it for me when I use brushes at all. Alright, now I'm going to try to dip into, I call it a bus. It is black with a lot of glitter. I think they're multicolored glitter. Let's see how much fallout there is. I'm going to start off really, really delicate. I might try to use my finger, I don't know. Let's see what it does with my finger. I don't know. I mean, it's a really, really pretty, but you translate more of the glitter than you do the actual shade. I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty black. Gosh, I feel like I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna have freaking black eyeshadow all over my face. It's really hard to use black eyeshadow. It is for me anyways, but I'll be making a whole mess. Alright, so this entails, the way we're doing this look right now, I need to keep a clean, like, brush like this. I need to keep something like this, or maybe even something smaller around to tone it down. Might be able to make that work, just maybe. Okay, I'm gonna bring this color in, touch up a little bit more of that shade from the crease. I think that's cute. All right, now I gotta do this green. This green is calling my name, literally. The shade we're gonna go into is Yabos. And this is also a shade that I would use with my fingers. Yes, get it in your eye.
Yes, queen.
Now I think I'm gonna put some of the color Wench in my tear duct. And then I'm going to hit on that shade Full Moon, which is a cream in the palette. The only thing is I don't like about the cream in this palette is that it has glitter in it. Not my fave, but because I like to use creams right up underneath the brow to kind of clean a look up. I don't really always want glitter there. It also helps kind of meld the colors together to meld the transition. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so I'm going to go finish the other eye off camera, and when I come back, I'm going to tell you what I think. We'll talk about the palette one more time, etc., etc. So this is the final look. I'm kind of liking it. It's a little bit darker than I normally do. What I had, and after I did the eyeshadow, I went and added a mascara, which I'm currently using this. I actually just opened it for this video, and this is the Tarte Big Ego mascara. I got it in an Ipsy bag. And let me show you the brush. The brush looks like this. And the brush also is very wobbly. So putting it on, not the best. I mean, I'm still using it, so it's brand new. So we'll see how it acts. But, you know, trying sample mascaras like this are not always the best way to go, because you really don't know how they're going to perform in a big mascara. This is just a sample size. They put the actual brush head on a smaller brush. Like, this is the same regular head as a regular mascara. The brush is just cut off. So, we'll see. It didn't give me as much lift as I would hope it would give me, but, you know. I also pulled out a lip I had forgotten that I had. This is the Tarte Tarteist Lip Paint in the color Bounce. And it looks like that. And this is a matte liquid lip. And this lip, it is very liquidy when it goes on. So I'm talking like it gets all over your teeth kind of stuff. I mean, it gets everywhere. And it dries down super quick and super matte. So if you like matte liquid lips, it's not gonna stay on very long. Like, my lips are dry, which is another reason why I don't like wearing lipsticks. I'm not a big one, like transfer, all that stuff. Final thoughts and opinions on this palette. I do like this palette a lot. The price point is a little steep, I would say. You know, $22 is $22, but I mean, for 15 shades, it's not terrible. I'm really glad to have it, and I'm really hoping that, you know, a lot of you guys that want to get it, get another chance and opportunity to do so. I can use this palette again, you know, fall months. I can bust it out in summertime. I mean, I can make it work for me, and it's definitely something that I'm going to keep around in my collection as long as I possibly can. Like I said, I'm really glad to have it. It's really, really fun. It's really, really cute. I'm glad it's very usable. I'm glad the palettes have good pigment. You know, we're going to see how long this lasts and what it looks like, but I just want to thank you guys for coming in today. Thank you guys for coming on my journey and hanging out with me for a couple of minutes here on YouTube. Hope to see you again next time, and I guess that's a wrap. Bye.